All right. Hello, hello, hello. Looks like you guys can. It looks like you guys can hear me. Just let me know if sound is good. Sorry there, Sean. I'm like running behind today, so I wanted to get that out. I couldn't get. Todd was just talking away today. I was like, all right, gotta go. Todd is an anti-believer of ripping band-aids off. Todd likes slowly taking a band-aid off, so it like pulls all your little hairs versus just getting it over with. So he's like, no, it's good. They don't want to surprise people. It's like, what do you mean surprise people? Like, I don't know. I'm tired of paying tons of money for gas. I'm tired of, I don't know what you're doing, Todd. I was like, you don't drive. That's a problem, Todd. There's inflation everywhere. It took me 10 months to get a piece for, a part for a PC, Todd. Yeah. All right, sounds good, cool. All right. So, big morning, lots of news. All the flash services and manufacturing PMI data. It all came in red. And again, it's fall. The expectations are all supposed to be lower. Really, I mean, you're seeing really all the news right now is literally. I mean, it's funny. It's all bad, right? Bad for the currency, but yet the euro is up. And it's hard to say, oh, it's just dollar weakness, really, because I mean, dollar yen is up, dollar Swiss is up, right? So it's hard to say it's just that. I mean, dollar CAD is down, but a lot of that is Canadian based data. Again, the retail sales numbers, excellent, excellent, excellent. So that's why we're seeing the 152. And then again, the pound, great data at 7 a.m. I mean, again, the monetary policy, them hitting their 2%. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So there was some huge trading at 7 o'clock this morning. If you guys were able to take advantage of it. So going into later on today, I mean, we have our flash manufacturing at 9:45. But that's basically it. Um, yeah, it's kind of one of those things. It's like, I mean, if we follow the same method of everybody else, and again, based off of the weakness from the Fed yesterday, it should be red. It should be a red number, right? It's expected to be lower. Flash services were the same. Expect to be lower. If it is higher, then again, it's yeah, the Fed is a bunch of monkeys, just throwing darts places. They're I would say they're a bunch of little primates, right? My analogy with the oil inventory report is determined by a small primate, one of those little snow monkeys or spider monkeys, not snow monkeys, spider monkeys, right? Throwing darts at a board for the inventory report. Although yesterday was the one a year they hit, so I can't really, I guess, make too many comments. But yeah, um, they're just throwing darts. Yeah, it's this. We're going to do this now. So if this comes in as a higher than expected, then yeah, the Fed is just worthless. Worthless. Lost all faith in them, and they are just in the pockets of politicians. So yeah, that's going to be my rant for the morning. Tomorrow morning we have Pal speaking. I don't know. At this point, I almost kind of just want Pal out. I think Pal is politically compromised. Um, yeah, that's my take on it. And I don't know if you guys just saw a little while ago some of the other. Let's see, is it down here? No, it's not up here. It's a historic moment for sex workers in Canada. Somehow that made the hottest news of the morning. But I don't know if you guys saw it. The U.S. ambassador to Haiti has resigned because of the administration's, what do you say, barbaric? So the barbaric, inhumane, um, yeah, he said something. Oh, inhumane treatment of Haitian immigrants. So, yeah, the ambassador to Haiti has said, "We out. This is ridiculous." Magically, it's weird. My Facebook is not. I think my Facebook is broken. I don't know if anybody else's Facebook is broken because mine is not blowing up with all the with people saying that we need to impeach. I don't know. It's weird. So I don't know. Maybe I have to update or something. Yeah, I don't see calls from impeachment from all the people that were like extremely vocal last year, right? I mean, I don't know. I guess it's yeah, I don't know. So I need to update. So yeah, with that said, again, tomorrow morning will be interesting. We'll talk between now and then. So let's dive over into the charts and this dollar index. Look at this nice little parabolic move from yesterday, and the dollar index heading down into area buyers. Aussie dollar. So Aussie dollar had this really funky up and down. I think my face is broken, but that's about it. Your face is broken. You have a face for radio, Neuro. Is that what you're saying? um, Anyway, the one good thing about this thing spiking up and down is it does clear a lot of levels out. We know we really don't have any sellers stepping in until 73.17, so we're pretty much, pretty much clear. I mean, I think that one goes up. If we can catch that one at 1030, maybe get a potential reversal over that one. 1030 is sitting right in there. It's a decent amount that it needs to move. About 18, it could do that in the next hour. So maybe we look for reverse off there. It's a little bit of a tested level. This will be hit number 3. We'll see. A face for radio and a voice for print. There we go. Yes, exactly, Nero. Exactly that. Oh, sorry. It's like trying to figure out what the girl was doing. I know Melissa's a call in 10. Anyway, again, still hold these same two levels, 73.17. You can see again, late last night, we ended up hitting the 72.23. And I think, Ernest, I think you and James got this one bouncing higher. So, yeah, it was a 3 hit. And again, we're good to go. So look for 71.17 reversal. Kind of the same setup here. It's 80.44 in the Aussie yen. Now, again, the yen may help drive this a bit further, but again, I think it's a decent level. It's been hit. Technically, this would be hit number 3. Again, we redrew the level before. If it does clear this level, though, we do have a bit of room to run until the next level up top. So, there would be our next level, and we can get almost a 3-to-1 in there for that one. So, with a breakout of the top side, don't hesitate to wait for a confirmation entry and then take a confirmation entry higher. We'll put it here so we can see it. All right, a break of 80.51. Look for a pull up, a base, a pullback, and then go. And then again, your stop loss will be set down there at 80.44 to the top side. So kind of set up the same way, but I think with the yen here and the fact that this zone has been hit twice, it's not as strong of a zone as the Aussie dollar. So look for it to pop a bit higher. Okay. Sorry, my phone was popping up. All men's league is we had a rough game last night. We played like the best team in the league for our first game. I'm like, why do you keep doing this to us? We had a ton of subs, but we were actually short on long poles, which is surprising, right? Because normally we have way too many long poles, and then we don't have enough short sticks. I actually got to play long pole last night. I did not do bad, but we had 2 guys, and I really didn't get to do much face off. So, but man, I got cranked by a super lazy guy, so I'm really annoyed. My wrist is all swollen again, and like I probably should not do lacrosse for at least a week, but I'm supposed to play again tonight in the rain. Yay. So yeah, I look for a small Harry Potter if this continues to go. And your 1 of 3 is in there. So you got plenty of room. Oops, it's more there. All right. I don't want you guys saying that I'm cheating here. There we go. 2.99. So plenty of room. Plenty of room to run. Pound yen. Pound yen just sliced right through this zone. We had that one little zone. Again, it was pretty in close proximity. Went about halfway. That's 7 o'clock news. News came out. Whoops. Where is it? 7 right there. You can see it really just. I mean, this one started to go early, but I think everybody anticipated strong news. And again, a lot of this was all the week. The week PPI data in here. 3:30, 4. And then all of a sudden, bam. It just collapsed. It collapsed further. So I don't really have anything on this one. There's a zone here, but it's been touched 3 times already, actually arguably 4 times, and pushed to the brink. So it's not really a great level. Is it a level we could use for a pullback? If we get some basing in here, yeah, there's probably a short down, taking this down to 85.08. That's the next time we have some sellers coming in. So right now, if we're talking tops and bottoms, this is enough of a reaction here. We could probably draw a level in here and be okay with it. Something along those lines. Right. And again, let's see, how far is it? It's about 40 pips. So it's over a 1 daily ATR away. So right now I'd be looking more for the bounce off 85.07. I think that's a better target right now. Euro yen. So euro yen, we had a level, and again, this was yesterday afternoon. It literally popped right into this level and then turned and rolled back down again. So again, this was the area of interest, which kind of took a bounce on this side. But here was the short. And again, decent short for the FOMC notes. And 1 to 3 was right there. Okay, so again, literally was at the bottom, drove all the way up, hit that level of sellers, and then turned and rolled right back to the downside. So Euro yen is not necessarily something that we traded in, but again, it was a super clean setup. It was a level we had talked about, the 128.72. So if you guys grabbed that one, you guys should have been with profit. Now, this was an area of interest as well. This should actually be yellow. Not that it matters now, but you guys can see that, again, it was touched, Kind of had 3 hits of the same thing, was a bit more risky. It did hit it actually late last night, or actually this morning at 5, and collapsed through. It went well beyond, so it's not a position that we'd be looking to take. But right now, there's nothing really slowing this one down either until we get all the way back up top again. So, um, funny how that works out. That this old level here, it's like, oh yeah, did it work? Yeah, at 5 o'clock this morning, and went. It was a decent runner actually. It was yeah, about 42 pips. So, and then grabbed this zone and went high. So yeah, right now I would say the next time we have a tested buyer is down in this level, right? Right now we are sitting again right smack in the middle of the zone, right? Um, between these two, not between these top two. So yeah, I mean there's nothing here. So again, I think this one, if you're already long, I think you're in a fine position. Just keep trailing your stop up. Do we pull back to this level? Maybe. We had that little hiccup right there, but I think if we can get all the way back up, that could be a potential reversal for later today. Okay. But again, this was the trade of the morning there. So 129.65. Right. There's our top and bottom 130. Euro dollar. So euro dollar, we talked about it going down from news. This would have been an basically a la Nadex setup. You would have gotten stopped out. You can see that price came up to here. Right? Price came up to there. So had you taken this one in spot, and again, would have been very risky to take in spot. But again, Nadex, short duration Nadex contract, in one candle, this one dropped about almost 60 pips, right? In an hour, we dropped a little bit beyond that. So it ended up blowing right through the second zone. Actually, I guess it hit it. Let me get rid of this line. Yeah, actually, it did hit it. You can see it did come all the way down and grab this level. Right? We talked about the level here. It did actually come all the way down and grab it. So had you know, we were kind of waiting for it to be stabilizing at a level for news, but there was the news release. It came down, grabbed it, went all the way up. So had you gotten long from that original level, yes, you would have gotten out with profit. We were looking more for it to come up and looking for a shorting opportunity. And you can see, it did just that. Just it didn't do it like this. It did it instantaneously, and then we have a parabolic retracement move reversal now. Would have been better if it came down to the 116.73, but most of the time the news releases don't do that. This would have been kind of your bottom, and a breakout of this piece right here would have been where your long was. So again, had you taken this small level here, it's hard to tell here because it's just a wick, but again, you were fine in either direction, whether you took that one long or short. So again, nice little trade setup. I hate the fact that it's a double top wick. It's not even a great level. I think next level we look for is up here. So there is the next one. Right? And again, that parabolic move should be over pretty soon. I didn't even check this one, but I'm curious. Where did it? Yeah, it went above the 50. It went to the 61 on that. It's right at the 50 now. All right. Yep. So I'll keep those two. 1787 and 1635. Okay. Pound yen. Still continuing to push. Right. Still going higher. And again, slice through this level. We were already in a trade, so it didn't necessarily matter. It would have been a target more than anything else. And the next shot is up here. And again, you guys see the telltale sign right there. You know what that means? Means that that's a 50% retracement level. So right now, that would be the trade kind of target for the morning. These were comments from the next thing. Basically, that this one did the same thing. Pound News was in here at 7 o'clock and then just launched itself. Many strike prices to the top side. All right. It has what? 53 pips more to go. So we got some room. The last time it was here, it gave us a 1 to 3. So, it's a 50% retracement level. And again, we can take this one. The short actually worked here. If you got into the short on this one early, and then gave us a Harry Potter on the other side. So it didn't take 4 though. Actually, I guess it did. Hold on. The original zone. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 was actually it did go through on a fourth, but yeah, it's third hit ended up coming down to the decent side. So we're gonna remove it now and kind of actually let's just refine it a little bit. Must be 10 o'clock. Yeah, the baby's freaking out. Hmm. I don't love that level. Hmm. There's an aggressive entry there. I was gonna try to grab something in here, but there's not really much. It's all right. Hmm. I'd like to see it form a new level there. Yeah, I'm gonna keep those two. I'm gonna focus on 151.84 and then 148.75. Top and bottom are fine. Like I said, this is still an untested level lower. Kind of a funky entry on that one. So pound dollar. So it's funny. This one got front run right here. Missed it at 2 o'clock yesterday. So close. So close yet so far all at the same time. But all it did was it come back down, and again we've had the 136.11 on here for a while. It ended up hitting that, bouncing, hit it again. So your entry would have actually been on this hit where it hit and then didn't go as slow. I guess he could have been here too, but either way, decent runner back up again. Your profit target would have been sitting at this level. You can see we went well beyond. Yeah, Melissa's like she's losing her mind. Hold on one sec, guys. Bring her to me. Okay. Sorry. The boy, my phone has like been nonstop all morning. But anyway, that would have been your profit target. Again, you have to basically count this one as 3 hits, right? Um, you know, this is obviously one. It ended up touching it twice in there, and that kind of went through. And then again, slowed it down, but it would have been a profit target for the long. So, it wasn't necessarily another short entry, but, that one is out. We can remove it now. There's no significance. It didn't base in there at all. And again, that would have been the trade here yesterday. But again, your bottom side held just fine. Here's the far extreme range. I will say it does look like there's a little hidden level sitting right there. And we do have a test off of it. Actually, a gap. That was the Sunday night gap test. So this one is lining up for a reversal. We're a little bit shy on a 10. Let me see. Do we have anything? 945. Yeah, it came in a little bit lower. Not by much, though. Again, it came in as expectation. So it's private sector hampered by supply. Yeah. See, this is not an us problem. It's a supply chain problem. Yeah, I would say that this one is kind of set up. I mean, that data wasn't great for the U.S., but we've been going in one direction really since about late last night, and even the European session. There's going to have to be some profit taking here. Let me see. Are we in an area? Yeah, same thing. So here we know that we have really something going on down in this area, and we're hitting it now for a reversal for the dollar. So again, 10, 10, 30 time frame reversal of the dollar. It kind of matches up here. So yeah, I would say that there's probably something in here. Um, it's not a horrible level. I like the fact that it's been tested. The 1 to 3 is a little bit long. I think we're gonna have some problems with this, right? Um, hold on. Get her a. Yeah, Jin is not happy. Um, I kept her home from school today because she was just like dead. And then as soon as I said that, then she woke up and she's like, "I don't want to go to school." I was like, "Wow, you're already playing that card." So I let her stay home, and now she's, she was doing pretty good, but it's gonna be a long day. Anyway, it's a decent level. Like I said, it's kind of something set up right now, so we'll see what we can get off that one. Dollar CAD, kind of a similar scenario. We just ended up hitting the profit target a little while ago. We had that Harry Potter, and it kind of got screwed up from yesterday. You know what? We knew the level didn't really hold well. Again, we were looking for basing for pullbacks, but when it punched through, again, you could have taken it knowing that that level was not going to be an issue, and it did. This time, it drove all the way through and ended up hitting the profit target at 126.60. Right now, I mean, we got this. This was the profit target level. We got a little bit. I mean, this entire area from here to here is basically, a level on top of a level on top of a level. It's bounced from that, but I think at this point, wait till we get a little bit lower. I don't see any reason why it can't come lower. This level's here, but you can see that's what it bounced off of. But like I said, hopefully you guys got into that one short. Don't really need it now. It didn't hold up significant resistance to really justify us doing it again. I'm gonna put a level here. That's gonna be our next topside short. I don't need these channels anymore. Let's see here. It's a 76.8 level. All right, we'll see. Yeah, I think on this one, hold the 125.82. If you're short, I think you're okay. I think you got some room to run. It keeps probing lower, so you should be good. I mean, this may give you a little bit of a hiccup, but again, that reversal on the dollar may really start to kind of get it sideways. But if we can get a decent level of basing above, this is a racetrack. It was a significant move to the downside, about 90. So it is something that we would be looking for retracements off of, but we really need a good level, and we just don't have one yet. Okay. I told Melissa, I was like, hey, tell her you'll get her a lollipop if she comes in here. She's like, I tried, it's fine. She likes working with mommy. She gets like it's her tablet, but we call it her play. It's pretty funny. All right, dollar Swiss. So Ernest thinks that this is the greatest position ever. I would argue that it is not the greatest position ever. Um, this makes it not 100% not. It's the greatest. It's the greatest position only 20% of the time. It's the greatest currency pair ever 20% of the time. It's kind of what it is. Yeah, it's just stuck in a channel. It's not really, I mean, we're talking about what, 50 pips? Greatest pair 10% of the time. Actually, probably greatest pair 20% of the time. I mean, it did go off a lot. I mean, I guess you could say, yeah, it's not bad. I mean, we talked about that being a level of potential buyers, and yeah, it did, right? It did. But so did the pound dollar, right? And so did the euro dollar, and there are some other pairs out there, and yeah. But this is why it's not, right? This is why it's not. It needs the little blue pill because it just won't go to the level. It's like I'm gonna go what is it? 2 pips? I don't think it's not even 2 pips. It is 1.3. 1.3. So it's like, oh, what's the spread? I'm gonna miss it. Yeah, but easy parabolic retracement move if you were able to get in. But again, this is one of those things. One of the entries that we talk about is the color change, right? So after a parabolic move, one of the entries you can use is a what? A red, green, red confirmation. Well, here's a red, here's a green, but this red doesn't qualify because it's above, right? Here's a red, there's the green, there's a red, doesn't qualify. Here's a red, here's a green, here's a red. This green one above does not qualify. Here's a red, here's a green that didn't go above, and then there's a red that closed below. So could you have gotten in right here? The answer is yes. Okay. Or you could have said, okay, I'm looking for a reversal. Here's a level of basing. And when I touched here or here, when I touched here or here, could you have gotten short? Yes. Either one. So you could have done a color change of reversal. You could have done a basing, kind of a Harry Potter confirmation, where it came down at base, gave us a level of risk, and then continued to drop. So you could have absolutely done that one as well. So there was definitely opportunity. Okay. All right, dollar yen. So dollar yen actually just bounced off this. We was talking about this with Todd. We've talked about this level for a while. The 110.10 area, right there. There's your 1 to 3 is right in that level. So it's not quite at a 1-to-1, but again, 10 o'clock, 10:30 reversal. That's where it kind of bounced off of. Talking about the data that we saw. So we'll see. It's almost at a 1-to-1. Right now, it is actually it's been to so close, 0.94. Again, see what it does, Trail that one lower if you can. Actually, we could have probably shrunk that a little bit, but trying to be a little bit more aggressive on that one. But we could actually shrunk that one up to the top of the candle. Could have shrunk that one to there. One and solid. So yeah, you still would have gotten your entry. You'd be over 1-to-1 at that point had we done the other one. I was trying to get a little bit more aggressive on it, but um, yeah, because it was only 5 because it was small. So yeah, you would have been up. Yeah, you would have been up almost one, like a little bit over 1.25 is what you would have been up on that one. So yeah, I would say look for a short. We'll see if this one holds or not. I mean, it was a decent. This is a news-based mover before. Your next clean level above this one, if it fails, is at 110.40, only 30 pips higher. So it's not really a huge runner on that one either way. Let's go across and let's go look at oil first. So oil took a real big turnaround. You guys were here yesterday. You guys know that this one went above that or went below that actually. So the news move worked. Yeah, it got down to 71. I think 71.40 was the strike, right? It got down to 71.31. So about 9 cents lower. Oh my god. So I'm still getting spammed. I guess my kids are not at school yet. The boys had a dentist appointment at 9. So like every single class so far has sent me the unlawful thing. Oh, actually, this is a new one. Reese is now has an A in math. Um, but I get the unlawful. Your kid is messing. It's like, yes, I got it. If he was missing for the first one, why am I getting 6 other messages? Um, yeah, it's like Jesus. I got it. He's not there. He's not there. Stop sending me messages. Anyway, so we had this one kind of short-term top in oil, and again, we're now pushing higher. This is why I told Todd, I was like, "Yeah, it's funny." I was like, "You're going to tell me I was like, we have more unemployment than expected, but yet things like oil can go higher because they don't expect any type of a change. So what, this is what's going to happen. Like they say that there's no problem, and we're going to have more people claiming for unemployment, which should lower demand, and yet oil prices continue to bounce and go higher. Oil wasn't affected in the slightest bit. 830 number, it's done nothing but go straight up since that time. It's up $1.20. Now, we are approaching a level of the 73 mark that we have had price turning around. So, you know, you can see on here, there's 1, 2, this is hit number 3, right? It is not the freshest of levels, right? And it's coming in from kind of a higher time frame. So it's one of those things. I'd love to say, hey, listen, 73, that's it. That's the number. Take it short. But the reality is, be a little cautious, right? Just be a bit cautious out of it. So, it's an area where there's some sellers. If we can get to basing, maybe a confirmation entry, we go ahead and take it short. But I mean, obviously, right now, drawing, we are straight down here, and then really since kind of that reversal from the open, it's been straight up again. So it's been another V, right? It's been another V motion today. So, um, yeah, I would say I would look for this one to get short. Is this the moment? We're probably getting close, right? We're probably getting close. But let's see, to 14, 13. Probably getting close, but we're not there yet. So, okay. What? Oh, I'm good. Reese's name. All right. So we got for oil. It's been straight up. It's a lot of move very, very quickly. Let's see if we can get some type of a top in there and then take a confirmation entry back to the downside. Gold. Gold obviously is there was yesterday. I was like, yeah. Taper looks good. What do you mean 2022? Wah, wah, wah. I continue to drop. So here's an interesting one. Look at that. Look at that. Actually, here, let's see the. I don't know. Do you guys play with the extension tool much? I don't. This is interesting. I wonder if they would have gotten stopped out on that one. The short here, where it was like, oh, it's a halfway back. Get short gold, right? I feel like that would have been really, really close and dependent on the broker, but technically it did not break the 61.8. So technically still valid, right? Technically still valid. Let me see. I don't use the extension. Is it trend based fib extension? I think is what it is. There you go. So That's kind of funny, right? Came right down to that one level. So right at the 100. Look at that. Wait. I mean, come on, fit people. Why did none of these other ones work? Right. This is another way to do this one too. You can say we talked about the measured move, right? I guess it's right here. Doesn't matter. Talked about the measured move, right? There's your measured move, and there's your measured move. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's the same thing, right? There's your top. There's your bottom, and you take this and look at that. It's exactly the same. It's a measured move, right? Again, another form of targeting. With gold, there's a lot of junk in here. There's not really a whole lot we can use. Obviously, you can see that there's some buyers sitting right here in this level. So, yeah, I don't know. I think 1740 is good. I don't know. I've lost all faith in the Fed. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much in this one for you guys. Again, there was the short. It did actually go up and grab that level up top. So we don't need this area of interest anymore. We know what the news was already. Let's remove that. We could probably put a level there though. Hmm. It's not a decent. It's a pretty decent rollover. So that could be a near term short actually. 1772. It's right near that. I mean, 1776 was the old level we were talking about. But yeah, that could be a good one. I could be swayed to do that one. I could be convinced. Yeah, I could be convinced. Yeah, I could be convinced on that one. We're just a little bit outside of the range of the old. This used to be the old channel, right? And that's where we were doing the top side, the bottom side of that same channel. It's a little bit wider than where we are, right? There's kind of the new, right? Took that little bit of a hiccup out of the top side, but again, top, bottom, bottom, pop, and we're right back down the bottom again. So kind of interesting. But we're a little bit high. We're a little bit high. So and silver. Now silver's only down 0.16, 0.13, where gold is down 0.82. Silver finds a bottom here, and we talked about this level yesterday, the 123 level. You can see that's what it spiked up to at news time, right? So again, it was more our target from the long that we had from 2110, but yesterday it literally came up, grabbed the 23.4, did not get stopped out, and then continued to push lower. Um, let's see. I would say if silver, yeah, silver just turned green. So if silver starts really catching some buys here and starts rallying back up again, gold should follow. And again, that would give us a bit of a retracement back up. Unfortunately, it's in an area where it's going to be very, very hard to define any risk in there. So it's not going to be the best parabolic retracement move because we don't really have a great zone. But yeah, with silver turning silver, or with silver turning green now, I would say that this one is probably good for a long to the top side. Um, but unfortunately, I can't give you a risk entry. This is just it's too small, too much garbage. And then again, silver. I mean, silver made sense why it turned here, but again, I think the 23 mark is what we're looking for. Let's look at the ES and see what we got. These are getting pretty busy. I don't need 5. I need the 15 chart. So there was our target for some longs. We don't need this now. Let's delete this. That one was good. Let's pull this off. Let's bring this and let's bring this. Bring this across so those are easy to see. 1, 2. You can see that the market went basically like popped up, went right back down again, and then just rallied. It was like, what? What? You can see we took a early morning move off of there. Next level, it appears. What's an area of interest level? Hmm. She would not use that level. That level anymore. So there is a wick over wick sitting here on the 15-minute. There's a wick over wick sitting right at 44.50. I would say right now for longs, I would definitely be targeting that 44.50 level. Question is, what do we do? Are we going to take a bounce off of that later? But I think there's a better short up top, or at least profit taking for the long is what we're looking for. But yeah, 5 a.m. kind of pushed back down, and again, it made sense. Actually, there would have been your opening trade for the day, by the way. Right. There's your basing, there's your pop, and went up. And then again, there's your 9, there's your 9.15, and your 9.30. So it's super close. Right. Oh, that's an assignment. I was like, holy crap. What did Reese get? Wow. Yeah, my phone goes off again with another alert, and I click it, and it's red. I'm like, wait, what? And it says Criterium D. I thought his grade was a D. I was about to murder my kid. It says cooperative activity hotshots. I was like, oh, great. He's in cooperative, but it's Criterium D. It's an assignment. Yeah. Have to ask him about that when I get to him. Anyway, look for this one to come up. 44.50 is going to be the area we're going to look for this one to kind of start slowing and reversing. But there would have been your opening trade for the day. Again, look for areas of basing on the 15-minute chart, and you can see it drove right into that area, much like news does, right at the 9:30 mark. Okay. NQ did the same exact thing. NQ had this level of basing right here. It was a tested level. Again, it pushed it to the little brink at 11 at 9 o'clock. But you can see at that 9:30 mark, it was standing there, and again, basically gave us the same exact trade set. Right. Your one of three is sitting right there. So again, you were out in 10 minutes. At this point, we can take this. Whoops. At this point, we can take this and we can take this. And again, our target right now is 15,400. This one got chopped back and forth, which is fine. Um, let's see. What do we got over here? Um, we may have something going on here. Probably put this more yellow than anything else. So it's a level. This is hit number 4. So again, here's your first one in. Here's number 2. Here's number 3. But those two barely gain any ground on it. That's kind of what we're approaching. So could there be a reversal in the NQ? Potentially. But if anything, that would have been your target for the long if you were looking for a breakout above it of the 15,300. But I mean, there's your 1 to 3 off the open. I would say looking for a potential reversal. And after that, again, I would have to say, profit target 1 is here and then profit target 2 is all the way up top. I mean, you got, I would say look for the potential there, but you got one there. Um, Profit. This could be. Yeah, it's probably more reversal. Yeah, I would say watch out for those two levels as far as targets. If we break through 15,400, there's really not a whole lot slowing it down. That would be pretty much a straight up day. All right. Let's go check out YM. All right. So YM had this first little Harry Potter here. It looks like the Harry Potter was unable to sustain himself. Actually, at base below. So yeah, that makes sense why it didn't hold. Had a nice bounce off of this level, right? And then after that, the next hit went through. So let's remove this. Let's see, what do we got? This one sliced through. Don't need that anymore. Hmm, small level sitting right there. Yeah, this has basically been straight up. Yeah. So yeah, I would say target for today is probably 34,871. like that touch though. Is that zone? Eh. I mean, obviously more of a target. It was tested, but could it reverse? Probably, but it's not a very big zone. It's a rather small zone, so I'm afraid it's just not going to be big enough to take much off of. This one had the same level of basing. Problem is on this one, if you would have taken this level of basing, your entry was at like 7 o'clock this morning, maybe 8 o'clock. That was the level of basing for the open. 9:30 being here, so this one would have kind of went a bit earlier. And again, it was an old area of interest, so it's not necessarily a surprise. God, I wish this area was a little bit bigger. It's just not quite big enough, right? Okay. All right. Look at that basing in there. You just want to continue to move. All right, so we need to find new levels here. And again, this was not the freshest of levels. We had hit this one a few times, so not surprised that that one actually failed on us. Let's clear it and go high. Actually, this one is kind of at a reversal spot now, right? Mm, rotting wasn't the best though, but yeah, there you go, 9:30. Let me see where our next good one is. I definitely don't like the Russell as much. Hmm. There's that little hiccup, but I think it's too small. Let's see. It's better. Hmm. Just I'm afraid this little level here is too small. There's a little level in there. I like the level. I mean, if it was like, you know, in reality, if it was like that, a little bit lower, I'd like it, but I think it's just too small on this chart. So yeah, Russell's going to be one of those ones. It's going to be a quick grab, and again, if it rolls all the way back down again, obviously it would have hit its 1 to 3. It's already over what the risk level is right now on it, or it's over a 1 to 1 right now. Again, very small position, right? Your 1 to 3 is right there. So again, kind of one of those, you know, 10-20 ish, 10-20 ish reversals. So we can do. All right. Ugh. That's pretty much it, guys. I don't really see too much else out here. I mean, Bitcoin at 44, Ethereum up a bit, AMC, GMC there, Dogecoin down 1. Natural gas inventory is out in a little bit, but it's already starting to spike and go crazy. And again, the trade's already kind of happened for the day. Um, kind of slowed. I guess you could say that. Hey, listen, there's a thing right there. Mm, level, no levels. That's the only one. You can see prices stabilizing high. Look, it's freezing right there, but 9 minutes to go. Look at that. Like nothing. Not in the zone. Nothing. Again, remember this is delayed a little bit, so maybe it's already moved. But yeah, it's not even a great setup today. But I am hoping that it goes. I'm hoping that they have so much extra inventory that this thing just goes through and blows through this level. I'm looking for 4-6. That'd make me much happier. All right, let's go and do the drawing today. So it looks like we only got 5 in. Who do we got here? Ernest is not in yet. We know Ernest is here. We know Debbie's here. We know Marine is here. Sean is in. Eki is in. I don't know if Ernest is waiting for that last window or what. So yesterday it was Briggs. I don't think Briggs is here today. No. All right. Excuse me. I have coffee, but I don't feel like it's working, guys. Is it your turn? Could be, maybe. Right now, Nora's in with 2, Ernest is in with 2, Debbie's in with 1. So we'll see, Debbie. I don't know. They have statistically a higher chance than you, but it could be. It could be your turn. I mean, anything can happen. Will won 2 in a row, right? Anything can happen. All right. Winner of today's drawing is. Wow. All right. That's a little freaky. I'm gonna say that weird. Right? I mean, you guys saw it. I was like, oh, is it Debbie's? How weird is that? Right? All right. Yeah. Oh my God. I feel like, I mean, her and Wealth Builder are like, you know, hmm. Yeah. I don't know what to say about that one. No, I didn't say you're weird, Debbie. I said it's weird. I didn't say you're weird. So was that one person? He called me weird. No. Debbie's gonna go get a glass of wine because I called her weird now. The guy, it's 10:20. I am a bit weird. It's all right, Debbie. It's all right. You have the red sweatshirt, so it's almost sweatshirt weather, right? Right? You know, figure if you're still on the boat right now, that's sweatshirt weather. You better be wearing that thing around still. So let's see. Do they have? I don't have the natural gas number yet. Yeah, natural gas is just pulling. I mean, if we can get all the way back down, I don't know. And if we can get that pushed down to here. I mean, this is like anti against my feelings. Don't rush it. Let's keep the 70 something weather in the northeast if I can. Near you, hush. I'm ready for sweatshirt weather. I like sweatshirt weather. I think sweatshirt weather is much more comfortable than yeah. It's like raining and thunderstorms all day today. So we're actually in the low right now. So we'll see. All right. With that said, I'm out of here, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. See you in the morning. Have a good day. If you need anything, message me on Discord. Take care.